everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie Colours. Thank you so much for joining me. I am back with another chapter, I suppose, in my colouring book collection. So I started with my Hannah Carlson books, and today I'm doing my Maria Trolle books. And the reason I'm doing this video is, well, there's actually three reasons. The first being I'm just lacking a little bit of motivation at the moment, lacking a little bit of inspiration. And going through my books always helps me to get a little bit inspired. I also like to go through my books periodically to kind of remind myself of what I have, what pages I have, remind myself of some of my favourite ones. And also it's good to go through them every now and then and see if there's any that I don't want any longer that I might de-stash. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this, and I thought it would just be fun to share this process with you. Now, I probably won't de-stash any of my Maria Trolle books because I do love the ones that I have. I did have a couple of others, but I did de-stash those because I had the paperback versions, which I didn't really like. I prefer these hardcovers. I haven't rebought them in the hardcovers as of yet. I feel like I've got enough at the moment. Yeah, I feel like I've got enough. I've got, I think, my favourites. So yeah, let's take a look. I think this is, in fact, one of my very favourites. Again, I've tried to put these in publication order. I don't know if I've got the dates exactly correct. I might have things mixed up a little bit, but roughly. So I'm starting with Twilight Garden, and I do think this is probably one of my favourites, actually. Yeah, I really love this one. It's full of florals, and if you know me at all, you know that I like florals. So it's a really beautiful, beautiful book. Yeah, lots of lovely pages. Sorry, I should have said I have the English version, which is published by Gibbs Smith. And yeah, the paper is lovely. And just, yeah, it's a really beautiful one. So here is a page that I did this way back, what, 2 years ago now. And this was a buddy colour. It's really nice. I like the fact you've got a few on black backgrounds. It does just seem to kind of make it a little bit easier to get things done. I do quite like how I've done that one. I've done a couple in here. I haven't done very many. To be honest, most of my Maria Trolle pages I'm doing in my Moon Valley book, which is my project book. Yeah, so I haven't done many in her other books, but I've done a couple here and there. This is a lovely spring page with the little eggs in the nest. I love this one with the hedgehogs. I think that's so cute. They're just adorable. I have to remember this one for November. It always makes me think of a November page. I don't know why, it just does. Yeah, there's some really lovely pages in here. I love this one. The little bird houses. And even like this one with the, you know, cabbages and things you wouldn't, like beans, you wouldn't normally think, oh, great to colour, but look at this little cute frog down here. Yeah, it's really sweet. I've seen this one done recently and it just looked so magical. I don't know if it was Lauren from Lauren Reed Colour. Just a really beautiful, magical looking page. There's some little mandala-y type pages in here, but even these I don't mind. I like them. I like colouring berries, so this is great. I like the veggies page. Cute little bunnies in amongst the cabbages there. Sunflowers. I think this would be really fun to do. Yeah, I do quite like this. I love sunflowers, and it's kind of, this time of year is perfect for sunflowers, isn't it? Don't know if I'd have time to get this one done, although it's on a black background, so it does make that slightly easier. Yeah, there's just I don't know, I love this type of illustration. It's right up my street. I really wish Maria Trolle would go back to this rather than the simpler books that she's been producing lately. I see she has got another one that's due out in like November or something like that. I am not pre-ordering it this time. I've just been a little bit disappointed by her recent books, which I'll show you when we get to them. But I really wish, I mean, these are, you know, they're not like they're really detailed pages, a lot of these, but I don't know. I just wish she'd go back to this kind of style. This is much more up my street. But then again, I realise that everybody's different, and you know, I'm not the only colorist out there that she's catering to, so I can understand why she's doing what she's doing. I love this double page spread. I think that's so pretty. And the fox among the lupins, so cute. Yeah, some really lovely pages in here. Here's another one. This one I did more recently. I did this in April of this year. I do really like how that one turned out with the poppies and the foxgloves. Some sparkly stuff in there, some black glaze. And then I just used a marker, a paint marker for the background. Yeah, nice page. And another little one that I did, I'm not so happy with this one. I tried to do a little bit of a fun kind of backgroundy thing, and I don't know that it particularly worked. But yeah, I mean, it's a page done. It's okay. I like the colours. I like the little bird. I think it turned out cute. I can't remember what I used on that. Oh, but I've got loads of, I should have put a page in between, because whatever that splatter is, it's gone right over onto this page as well. Never mind, we can work with that. It's a cool autumn page. There's the owl and the acorns. Oh, sweet, look at that, how cute. Oh, some really lovely autumn pages here in the back. Really nice. And even this one I actually really like. I think it'd be quite fun to colour. Lots of flowers. Yeah. There's a few of these kind of more wallpapery type pages, but I actually don't mind them. I still like them. I'd still colour them. Yeah, so really lovely. Another one, that's a far more detailed one, that one. Although it is on a black background, so it cuts down at the background at least. And that is it. So yeah, one of my favourite Maria Trolle books. I really like it. That's Twilight Garden. Okay, next up I have Botanicum, and I don't know why it's a special edition one, because I thought Botanicum was her first one, but this publication date in here is definitely later than the Twilight Garden, but maybe it's because it's the special edition, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is also published by Gibbs Smith, so it's the English version of the book. And again, some beautiful pages. I have done a few pages in here and I don't love them. This one, I don't know, this was one of my earliest colorings, 2023. I really don't like it. Yeah, definitely not my favorite. But I do love that page. That's really pretty. Again, there are some really lovely, and we've got the little character coming into this one. More people in this book than we had in the previous one. Yeah. So that's really cool. This is a great one for Easter. Again, there are lots of people that have either completed this book or are working towards completing this book. So there are lots of really great coloured examples of pages from this book. These two pages are beautiful. I love those. I think Erica from Elm Colours is trying to complete this book, and she's done both of these pages and they're both just stunning. Some really sweet ones. Yeah, see, every time I start flipping, I've seen this one done so many times, but every time I start flipping through Maria Trolle books, I'm like, oh, I really want to do more. Really want to do more. Yeah, it is beautiful. Look at that one with the little strawberries, that's cute. Is that the cover? Yeah, it's the cover page. I do like her little characters. They're quite sweet. The little bees, and particularly love the way she draws her bees. Okay, here's another one that I've done, and another one that I really don't like. Yeah, I don't know. I did this in June last year, so I put a rainbow in for Pride. But yeah, I really don't like it. Don't like the colours. I don't know. I just don't like the way it's turned out at all. I really would I'd do it a lot differently if I could redo it. So yeah, there's two. I think those are the only 2 pages I've done in this book, and neither I like very much. So that's a great. Oh, that would have been great for my seals, Selkies, Colour the Fairy Tales in May. Little seals. That's cute. Yeah, so neither of the pages I've done in this book I like particularly much. I really do need to come back in and do a page that I do actually like and try and rectify that situation. These are beautiful as well. This would have been great for the Ugly Duckling prompt for my Colour the Fairy Tales. Love these little dragons too. I really like this one. I don't know why, but I really like peas. I like colouring peas, pea flowers and pea pods. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a strange thing to like. But yeah, I do. There's a lot of little details in here with all these little flowers. Pretty unicorn. That's a little washing. Oh, that's a cute one. I'd completely forgotten about this page, and that would be a great one for the coming months in autumn. A pumpkin cottage. Yeah, there are some really sweet pages in here. I just love, like, I do, when I'm colouring, I prefer to colour stuff like this. Now this one I absolutely love. Oh, sorry, I need to move that over, sorry. I love this iris and the frog. I think that's so cool. And although it's quite a blank background, I just think it's quite a striking page. I do love that one. Yeah, what was I saying? I do prefer nice images to colour, if you know what I mean. I like things like this. And it's right up my street. I'm not so big on like monsters and, you know, scary stuff, although I do like some of that stuff, like Kirby Roseanne's things. I don't like horror, but when I'm colouring, I want to colour nice things. Yeah, so this kind of stuff is right up my street. It's just beautiful. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, super sweet. I love this page as well. That's so pretty. We've got lots of blackberries growing around us at the moment. They're getting riper and ready to pick. The blackberry picking very soon. 2 little owls are so cute. That's a cute page. These are, I think these are cardinals, so they would be quite nice. We don't get cardinals in the UK. But I think that's what they are, and I think they're kind of like a Christmassy type bird, so that would be a nice kind of Christmas page. Look at the 2 bunnies there. Love the little toadstool house. Yeah, and the way she draws her little fairies, they're just beautiful. Look at this little bee. So cute. Fast asleep among the rose hips. Yeah. I've got a moose in there. So yeah, there's some really, really lovely pages. This is a great one for Halloween. I always forget about this page at Halloween time, but that is a great one. And the little mice harvesting the rose hips. And then we've got some great wintry pages back here again. I always forget about these pages. But there are some lovely ones, and even Christmassy ones. Yeah, I always forget about these. And then, of course, you've got, in the back, you've got all the register of all the plants that she's got in her book. But that is Botanicum, so only a couple of pages done in that. But yeah, I do want to get back to that. Try and do a page that I actually like. Okay, next up I have Moon Valley. And if you are familiar with my channel, you will know this book, because this is my project book, and I have done quite a number of pages in it. Again, I have the English version, again published by Gibbs Smith, and yeah, I've done quite a bit. So I have done flip throughs of this before, but I'll go through quite quickly. So as soon as I got this book, I just fell in love with it, and I decided that I wanted to make it a project book. So that's what I've done, and I have been working in this since 2024. So the first 2 pages I did as a project book were these 2. I decided to do it in order. So this was May 2024. So I've been doing it for just over 2 years, and I still feel like I've got a long way to go. I won't be finished until the end of next year, I think, if I continue doing 2 pages a month. But it is starting to fill up. I did take a little break from it for a couple of months, and then I went back to it, and yeah, some of my favourite pages I've ever done are in this book. I do love these 2 pages. I love the colour palettes I've used there. Very autumnal colour palette on this one. This was, I think, the very first page I did in this book, which was in April 2024. So it was the first page I did. I came back to this one in December 2024 and tried to recreate the colours. So I've tried, for most of the pages, I've tried to do similar colour palette across the 2. I haven't always done that, but for the most part. Yeah, so like these ones are completely different, but I've kind of done a dawn and a nighttime kind of vibe, I think. And I do like both of those. I think this was getting to where I started to feel a little bit jaded by this book at this point, and kind of started thinking I needed a bit of a break, and I feel like that is reflected in the pages. Like, I don't feel like I've done such a great job on the pages at this point. I do still like some of them, but they're not my favourite. So I like this one. I'm not so happy with this one. But yeah, so this is as far as I got, and then we took a break for a few months. So, and then when we came back, I started doing it in a different order, so I wasn't just working front to back. So I've still got quite a few pages to do, but they are beautiful pages, and I am looking forward to them. I've got a little bit of shadowing there, just a touch. It's not too bad. I've used a distress watercolor pencil there, and obviously it's just shadowed slightly, but I think that'll be fine. I can cover that up. So we're getting on to some more recent pages from this year that I've done. So many beautiful ones. I'm really looking forward to doing all of these. Lots of florals, as you know, right up my street. This was a page, in fact, this might have been the very first page I did. This one. So I've still got the other side to do. Done these 2. Really happy with how these 2 turned out. Had a lot of fun with this. I actually really dreaded doing this page with all the water, but I actually kind of like the way it's turned out. I actually enjoyed doing it. I found it quite relaxing. Done these 2. Did these for Mermaid this year. I tried doing a watercolor background. I'm not very good with watercolors, so I never do a great job. Done these 2. These are the most recent ones from July. Quite simple ones with the black background. Did these ones in June. Made a right mess. The blue Prisma goes everywhere. I always make a right mess with blue Prisma. These ones were done in January of this year. These ones in April. A little bunny, perfect for April. I actually really like the way these turned out. Quite a simple colour palette, but really nice. I've tried to keep this little girl the same throughout, apart from this page, because I had this colour palette and it just didn't work. So I changed her up for this page, but everywhere else she's in these colours, and it's worked for every other page apart from that one. Not that it really matters, but hey ho. Some toadstools there. These are the pages we have ready for August. I haven't even considered what I'm going to do. I have an idea for this one. I'm not so sure about this one. Yeah, this kind of honeysuckle I have an idea for. I'm gonna have to pull my finger out and get started. I've just been so demotivated lately. I think it's because the weather is so beautiful and sunny. I don't want to be inside colouring. I want to be outside enjoying the weather. So yeah, I haven't been doing a great deal of colouring. I really need to get back into it. This is lovely. So I think, yeah, the rest of the pages are blank, ready for me to colour. But as you can see, I have made progress in this book. I still feel like there's such a long way to go, considering I've been working on it for 2 years, or over 2 years. I do feel like I've got a long way to go, but we're getting there. So that is Moon Valley by Maria Trolle, and one that I pull out every month. So yeah, I didn't really need a reminder of that, but I had to throw it in here. Next up, I have Maria Trolle's Universe, and this is like a compilation book, but it did have 20 new images, which is why I decided to buy it. Again, I've got the English version published by Gibbs Smith, and so you will see repeats of some of these pages from some of the other books. Obviously, I've got Botanicum, but like this one is just in Universe, so it's an exclusive, if you like, to the book Universe. So Botanicum, I don't have Flora, so this is a page. I did have it. There was one of the paperback versions that I ended up destashing. And Luna was the other paperback version that I ended up destashing. So I do have quite a few kind of unique pages to me in this book that I can colour. So yeah, both of these are Universe exclusives. So it tells you at the bottom Moon Valley. I've actually coloured this page of Moon Valley. It does look a lot smaller in this one. I don't know why. Flora, I don't have that one. Another 2 Universe exclusives, which are really sweet. I like those. Luna, again, don't have either of those. I really like that one, the hibiscus flowers. Quite a tropical feel. So we've got Nightfall and Luna, and I have neither of these. That's sweet. 2 Universe exclusives. Yeah, really pretty. Botanicum, I have got that one. Nightfall, I don't have. Isn't that gorgeous with the magnolia flowers? That's really pretty. Moon Valley, I haven't coloured that one in Moon Valley yet. Universe. Moon Valley, obviously done that one. Botanicum, I do have that one too. This page is the reason that I had to get this book. This little puppy. I just love this page. There is a cat version of this and further in the book as well, but isn't he just the cutest? I had to, and it's a Universe exclusive, I don't know if I said that already, page, but I had to get this book just for that page, which I haven't coloured yet because he's just so adorable. I love him. Okay, so we've got Moon Valley. I've coloured this one in Moon Valley, and this one, which I have yet to colour. These 2 are from Botanicum. These 2 are Universe exclusives. Look at that. Isn't that cute? This is a Universe exclusive again. I love these kind of framed in pages. They're not daunting at all. They're quite small, and there's enough detail to keep it interesting, but it's not overwhelming. I like that. I like it a lot. Twilight Garden. That's pretty too. This one's from Flora. Both of these are from Flora, which again I don't have. Nightfall, and here's one page that I have coloured. So this is like the bunny version of the puppy. So it's a bunny one as well. I like the way that turned out. It's quite soft and simple, but yeah, I do like that one. Pretty. These are from Twilight Garden and Flora. Nightfall. That's cool with the owls. I like that one. Twilight Garden, and here's our cat version. Isn't that sweet? Oh, that's the one I've coloured in Twilight. I've coloured that in Twilight Garden. I feel like these ones have shrunk though. I feel like they're smaller. I don't know if that is correct. I just feel it probably isn't. It's probably the same. I don't know why it just looks smaller. Yeah, that's cute too. Luna and Botanicum. All these bunnies. Twilight Garden and Luna. That's pretty. That's really lovely. Nightfall, Twilight Garden. Moon Valley, I've coloured that one in Moon Valley. Nightfall. Flora and Moon Valley, I've done that one in Moon Valley. I wouldn't mind doing that one again actually, because that was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. Vivi is looking for a friend. I think again she's got a much earlier book, and there's a couple of illustrations from that book in here. That's a really sweet one. I like that. They tend to be a lot darker, the earlier ones. Moon Valley again. Botanicum and Luna. Universe, both of these. Really lovely, really nice. Vivi is looking for a friend, and Luna, look at that beautiful unicorn. Sweet. Universe and Universe. Botanicum, there's that pumpkin house again. Moon Valley, I have done this page. I didn't like the way I did it in my Moon Valley, so I could redo it here. Flora and Luna, she's beautiful. Stunning. Flora and Vivi is looking for a friend. Excuse me. And see what I mean? It's a lot darker and kind of denser line art, I feel, on these older style pages that she had. Luna and Moon Valley, I have done this one in Moon Valley. I do like that one. The little, are they lizards or are they like salamanders? Not sure. Cute. Botanicum. Moon Valley, I've done that one in Moon Valley. Vivi is looking for a friend. I do like that one. Both of these are from Vivi, so those are really cute. This page would take no time at all. Look at that little mouse, so cute. Oh, I really need to pull this out, do some more in here. Both from Universe exclusives. We've got Botanicum at Twilight Garden. Isn't he sweet? Flora and Botanicum. I love the little chicken. Didn't see that at first. She's gathering eggs. There's a little chicken. Maybe the chickens are hiding in the sunflowers. That's really cool. Moon Valley, I have done that one. Luna, Flora, Botanicum, Universe, Flora, and that's it. Let me get the register again. So yeah, I do really like that one. There's lots of pages in there that I don't have in my other books, so I'm glad I do have this one, especially as I feel like I don't really need to get the other books. I've got enough to keep me going, so I probably won't end up getting them, so it's great to have this book. That was Universe. Okay, then we move on to Shooting Star. Now, I couldn't remember if Shooting Star came out before Sägen. I think they're both published in the same year, I want to say. 2024. And this one is 2020. Okay, so originally 2023, so it was Shooting Star first. So again, I have the English version of this book, published by Gibbs Smith, and I was so excited for this book. It is the slightly simpler, although it's not as simple as her newest books, but I actually really like it. But I think I've only done like one page, sadly. But I love the pages in this book, and look at that little bee, so cute. Yeah, I haven't got round to colouring it, but it is definitely simpler, a lot simpler. You got glimpses of that in Universe, but they're a lot simpler, a lot less going on in them, I feel. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I do love them. I really like these. I'm happy with these. And they're so sweet. I feel like we've still got that real classic Maria Trolle style to them. Look at that. That'd be fabulous with a great galaxy background. I have to remember this for Space Timber, because I think those are great Space Timber pages with a cool galaxy. This one in particular, we've got quite a bit of sky there to colour. I like that there's a lot of these pages with the kind of that are framed in, so you don't, I don't know, it just makes it feel a little bit more accessible, not quite so overwhelming. This one is gorgeous. Yeah, I definitely have to remember this book for Space Timber and see if I can fill it up a little bit more, because it's seriously been neglected, and every time I look through it I'm like, oh yeah, it's so cute. I love it. Oh, I love the lemons. Lemons and oranges, are they? I think so. Little cat. Oh, that's a pretty one. I like that one. I feel like this book is a good jumping off point for Maria Trolle. Like if you're new to colouring and you're looking to get a Maria Trolle book, I feel like this is a great jumping off point because it is quite, it doesn't feel overwhelming and the pages are beautiful and it gives you a good taste of her style without being too overwhelming. I love that one. Little axolotls, how cute. Yeah, some really sweet ones in here. I have done one, I promise. It must be towards the back of the book. Yeah. Oh, that just looks idyllic. I feel like you can have a lot of fun with colour in this book as well. And yeah, it's just pretty and fun and cute. I mean, look at that. Without being overwhelming. Most of the pages. Oh, here's the one I've done. I did do this one. So I've done this one. I think I did this one with I'm trying to think, Posca pencils. Yeah, Posca pencils. And I don't know, I had a colour palette and I decided I was going to do like a yellow background, use this yellow for the background. Then I thought, no, I'm going to be brave and go for a red background. I actually really like the way it turns out because the green really pops off that red background. So I did that one way back in 2024 and I haven't gone back to this book since. So it's such a shame. But like I say, I gravitate towards my Moon Valley book because I'm working in that as a project book and my other Maria Trolle books kind of get neglected a bit. This one kind of creeps me out with all the squirrels on the head. I got to admit, I don't think I'd like that. I love this one with the moon and the moth. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, it's such a sweet, sweet book. It is nice to flip through it again and just be reminded of the pages in here because I have not looked at this book for such a long time. And I'd completely forgotten about some of these. Got some more kind of wintry pages here. Yeah. Pretty. Okay, so that is Shooting Star. So next up I have Sägen, which is the fairy tales book, and I do have the Swedish version, and this one is published by, is it Malbrook? Bookmark Forlag? I don't know. Bookmark, I guess, are the publishers. Bookmark Forlag. Sorry, am I Swedish? I don't know any Swedish. But this is a really lovely one. I have done a few in here. So I did this one this year for my Colour the Fairy Tales hashtag for Puss in Boots. I really like the way this turned out. I went for colour palette created by Joanna Stone and I just kept it really simple. I like the grey leaves and this kind of dusky blue with these orangey earthy colours. Yeah, really like the way that one turned out. And I think this is my favourite page in the book. This illustration was my favourite before I started. I've done a couple of others, but I haven't done a huge amount in here, to be honest, which is a shame. I don't know all the fairy tales. I know, obviously, Puss in Boots. I'm not sure what this one is. And I have got them translated, but I'm not going to go through them. Cinderella, I presume, was her shoe. I'm not 100% sure. Oh my goodness, I've got bleed through. What is that? Because I only used... Oh, do you know what that is? I wonder if that's going to rub off. Oh yeah, it's going to rub off. That's all right. I was like, what's that? I had a backing sheet in here, which obviously had something on it, and it's transferred through as I've coloured. But luckily, it's pretty much come off. Ooh, give me a bit of a fright then. It's like I haven't used any watercolour or anything on this page, so I've done this one, Thumbelina. Did this in June of this year again. I think I used Joanna Stone's colour palette again. Really pretty page. I like the facing page as well. Really sweet. I did this one for Rapunzel, and again used Joanna Stone's colour palette, so it was a very pinks and purples and a bit of brown, and yeah, I like the way that's turned out. Actually, it was a bit of an experiment with those colours because it was quite difficult to think outside the box and not go for greens, But I do like the way that's turned out, and I used a little bit of Aioli watercolour for all this sparkle. That turned out great. And here's Rapunzel. Then we have, I'm not sure if it's meant to be Snow White with the apple, I don't know. Jack and the Beanstalk, I love that one. It's such a cute page. Can't remember what the name of this one was. The Little Mermaid. Can't remember the name of that one either. Or that one, not sure. Little Red Riding Hood, she was the first one that I did. Again, I used Posca pencils. I really like Posca pencils in Maria Trolle's books. And unfortunately, they only make a pack of 36, so you're quite limited with the colours. But yeah, I do really like them. I like the way they work in this book. Yeah, I think that turned out quite sweet. Nice bright Red Riding Hood in the middle there. The Flower Fairies, such a cute page. The Ugly Duckling. I'm not sure what these ones are. The Tin Soldier, I think that one's called the Tin Soldier. Can't remember. Sleeping Beauty. Now I feel like I should do this one for this month because Sleeping Beauty is my fairy tale of the month. I feel like I should do this. I've seen some people have coloured this and it's just stunning. It's kind of, sometimes I find it hard to envisage what it's going to look like coloured, and now I've seen a few coloured versions. I'm like, oh yeah, so pretty. That's such a cute page, that little dragon. So I'm not sure what these ones are. Oh, here's Snow White. I love the little dwarfs. We've got all the little dwarfs around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7, yeah, all 7 of them. That's cute. We've got Aladdin. I'm not quite sure what to make of this genie. He looks kind of like a ghost, but yeah, he's quite cute. Again, I saw, this was my fairy tale for the month of July, and I saw a lot of coloured versions of these pages, and people did an amazing job on these. I struggled a bit. I did think about colouring these pages, but I shied away from it because I couldn't quite imagine how to do them. But yeah, they're cool pages. Hansel and Gretel, I think. The Witch's Cottage. Not sure about this one. Oh, this one, isn't that beautiful? That's lovely. Not sure about that one either. The Frog Prince. It's really cool. Not sure about that fairy tale. Beauty and the Beast. Not quite sure about the beast on this one, but he does look beast-like. Definitely beastie. This is beautiful. I love this arched kind of, yeah, really lovely. I think that's Snow White and Rose Red, I presume. The Musicians of Bremer. I never know how to say that. I love that little cottage in the woods. Is this like Swan Lake? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure what that one is either, but I do love the dragons. She does draw some really cool dragons. I like them. The Goose Girl. I love this page. Yeah, I really like that one. Not 100% sure what that one is. This is just so cute with the snow falling. I think these are really cute little gnome. I'm not sure what fairy tale it is. And then we've got the Nutcracker, the Sugar Plum Fairy. Yeah, lovely, lovely book. I do really like it. So that is Sägen. Then we get on to her Christmas book, Julens alla Fager. I can't remember if it just translates to Merry Christmas. I don't know. I have got the Swedish version. And this is where I start to get a little bit more disappointed, I have to say. So published again by Bookmark Forlag. And it's just really, really simple, single-sided pages. I actually don't mind it in this Christmas book because at Christmas I don't have a huge amount of time to colour, and I want to colour lots of Christmassy things. I've got something stuck on there. But yeah, It's cool. I like it for Christmas, but then I've got the other two that I'm not so keen on. There are some cute pages. I've done this one. It was really fun. I tried to do a distress oxiding background and I did mask, and I had a lot of trouble with the paper lifting, so masking fluid doesn't work particularly well in this book. I guess the fact that it's single-sided, you can definitely use alcohol markers if you want, and you don't have to worry about bleed through. So yeah, cute little page. It was fun to do. Yeah, there's some sweet ones. I like this one. Definitely a book that I'll probably only pull out at Christmas time now. I'm not going to be colouring in it any other time, but I will try and get at least one page done in the Christmas. I do like this market one. And this little sweets one that's kind of cute. Presents. Yeah, there are some lovely ones. This reindeer is super cute. But yeah, just very, I don't know. It's more like the cute and cozy books, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do like this one. This could be quite fun to do. I struggle with Northern Lights, so I can never do Northern Lights justice. Another one with Santa's sack. Apparently this is a Swedish tradition. It looks very dangerous to me, having candles on your head. But yeah, this is cute with the little squirrel. I thought I'd done another one in here, but perhaps I haven't. Oh no, I have. There is one coming up. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, again, I will definitely colour stuff at Christmas time. So I've done this gingerbread cottage, which turned out quite cute. Sparkly winged fairy. So yeah, I definitely will pull it out again at Christmas time and colour a page or two in it at Christmas time, but it's definitely not my favourite. I mean, it's cute, and the pages don't take too long to get done. So that is Julens alla Farga. And then I have Årstider, which is the seasons book, and this is where I really started to get disappointed, because I just felt like this cover, there was so much potential for this book. I mean, it's a beautiful cover, but then you get into it and the pages are just super simple, thick line art, single-sided. Oh, it's not single-sided, this one's double-sided. I lied. This one's double-sided. I like this better than her newest one. Let's put it that way. I like this better than her newest one. There's actually now that I'm looking at it, I've forgotten how cute this one is. I haven't really done, I think I've done one page in here. So yeah, I'm lying. I do actually like this book. Just needed to be reminded. There are some pages that I'm not, yeah, like, I mean, it's cute. The little crocuses. These are cute. I like those. That's really cute. I like that one. Okay, so I lied. I do like this book. I do like it. This is sweet. Look at that. Yeah, okay. This one's winning me over. Oh, look, I love how that's egg-shaped. That's neat. Okay, yeah, this book's won me over again. I do really like it. Now I'm looking at it. This is cute. I like the flower market stall. Yeah. Let's see, is that our... No, it's not quite our title page. Similar. Yeah, there's, like, you can see what I mean now. It's a lot. If I pull up, let's see. If I pull up Moon Valley and we compare the line art, you can see how much thicker the line art is in comparison, and how less, there's just much less detail, I feel, in these pages. Let me find some more blank pages. Yeah, I just feel like it's definitely lacking the detail. I mean, although some of these pages are a bit simpler, but it's definitely lacking the detail that we had in earlier works of Maria Trolle's. And definitely the liner is a lot thicker. But yeah, I take it back, because this is still very cute. And I definitely still would colour. Pages love this too. Okay, I just needed to pull it out. And this is why I want to do this, because I can remind myself. of what I like, the pages that I like. I like this ice cream. This is obviously moving into the summer section. I should have pulled this out at summer. I kind of had, like I say, I just, because I'm doing all of my Moon Valley pages, I tend not to pull the other books out, which is a shame. Because, yeah, look at these. And they would take no time at all to colour because they are a bit simpler. These tiny little mermaids. Yeah. Are we getting into autumn already? Yeah. I guess so. We've got some good Halloween-y pages there. And this one's quite cool. Monster plant. Oh, I've forgotten about him. He's really cute. Yeah, really cute. Okay, so yeah, I am liking this. I love these market stand pages. Look at that one with all the pumpkins. I'm definitely going to have to do something in here in the coming months. This is really pretty. Oh, that's cool. That would be fun to colour. The death head moths. And the trick or treat. Look at that. So cute. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do really like this book. I lied. I do like it. Some great wintry pages. Yeah, okay. It's redeemed itself. Oh, that's a great one for Christmas. Yeah, definitely redeemed itself, this book. I thought I'd done one. Yeah, I've done this at this kind of market stall with Christmas treats and goodies. Again, I did a Distress Oxide ink background, and I had a bit of a nightmare again with the masking fluid. And yeah, I ended up having to go quite... I have quite a bit of blue on her, so I ended up having to go quite dark with her skin tone, and I'm not very good with dark skin tones. I really need to practice. But it's turned out okay. Look at the pomanders. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that one, I do like it. All is forgiven. Then we get to the Magic Library, and this is her most recent book, and this one, again, I have the Swedish version published by Bookmark Forlag, and this is where I got a bit disappointed because, again, I felt that this topic had so much potential. The cover was so inviting, and really, I kind of had ideas in my head of what this book was going to be like. I pre-ordered it. I won't be pre-ordering any more of her books because I was so disappointed with this one. I will wait and see flip throughs and see if I really want them. This is definitely single-sided. I can say that with absolute certainty. It is a single-sided book. Again, we've got that really simple, darker, thicker line art. There are a few, like this is, it's got a lot of books in there. It's a bit more detailed. We've got some fun pages, but yeah, I just feel like it was kind of lacking. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. I just kind of, I felt a little bit disappointed by this. Now I'm looking through it again, I'm still a little bit disappointed. And some cute pages, but just, yeah. The only page I've done in here, I've done with my alcohol markers, and I just kind of did it really quickly because I was just like, I just want to do a page and put it back on my shelf kind of thing. Which is kind of sad because, I don't know, this is cute. But yeah, I do feel like there was just so much potential for this book, and it was just a little bit, yeah. This is the page that I did, like I say, just with alcohol markers, a little bit of white Posca and some sparkly gel pen, but a very simple page. I did it when I first got the book. Don't love it, but it's done. But that's kind of how I feel about this book. It's a bit kind of like, yeah, I'm not not ready to de-stash it, but I'm not loving it. But maybe given time. I do like that page. That's lovely. Maybe given time, and I do like that one. It will grow on me a bit more. This is very Harry Potter-esque, isn't it? Hogwarts Express. A dragon over in the distance. But yeah, I just feel I'm missing Maria Trolle's older style of artwork. And I do realise that, like I say, everybody is different, and there will be people that are loving this kind of new style, and I get that. She can't please everybody, but I do miss that older style. Yeah, with a little bit more detail, the finer artwork. Yeah, a lot more florals. I mean, obviously Magical Library, I wasn't expecting loads of florals in this one anyway, but I don't know what I was expecting. But like this page, I really don't like this page at all. I don't get it. Like, yeah, doves flying out of a book, but I don't know. I do like this one. This one very much reminds me of Anne of Green Gables, Anne and Gilbert. One of my favourite stories ever. So yeah, there are things that I love in here. There are things that I really just, I don't know, I just feel a bit meh. And like, I don't know. I get it, you know, libraries opening a door to new worlds. I get that kind of concept. I just feel like there could have been a bit more, I suppose. Maybe I'm just being overly critical. This is quite cool. I think that's Athena. So, yeah, definitely not my favourite. I'm wondering if this is a reference to Mr. Tumnus's little, I don't know. But yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Definitely not my favourite of hers. Like I said, like I'm repeating myself over and over again. I love her older stuff. I love Moon Valley. I love Twilight Garden. I love, yeah, those kind of older style Botanicum. I was pleasantly surprised when I re-looked at Årstider. I am pleasantly surprised by that, by how much I do actually really like this one. Yes, it is simpler, but I feel like there's more detail. There's enough. They're cute pages. So yeah, I do like this one a lot. But yeah, this one I can't help it. I am a little bit disappointed by this one, and like I say, I'll be waiting to see flip throughs of her new one before I order it. Oh, here's all her books. So I don't have this one or this one. I have Botanicum. Oh, do I have, is that Twilight Garden? That might be Twilight Garden. Or is that? No, that's Twilight Garden. So I don't have that one. I can't remember what that one is in English. So I have that one, and that one. So I don't have Luna, Flora, or this one. So I'm missing 3, but I feel like I've got enough with what I have. Although that one, I feel like that one looks really lovely. Oh my goodness, no, stop myself. But yeah, I have enough to keep me going. But that is all of my Maria Trolle books. Yeah, and all the pages that I've done in them, not so many. I mean, a lot in Moon Valley, but in all the other books, not so many. And I do really want to do more in these books because they are lovely. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what your favourite Maria Trolle book. Let me know if you feel I need any of these other ones that I'm missing. I don't know. I feel like, so I think I had Flora and Luna previously as the paperbacks, and they were lovely. But I didn't like the paperback versions. I much prefer the hardcovers, but I just never replaced them. And now I'm feeling like I've got so many books, I really don't need to replace them. But yeah, I don't know. You might all come back and tell me that they're some of your favourite books. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that little flip through and glimpse into my Maria Trolle library. I'll be back next time with, I'm just looking at my shelf, I think probably Kirby Roseanne's will be the next one that I do. I'm trying to do them in order of what's on my shelves. and I think Kirby will be next, so that'll be interesting. I haven't done that many Kirby pages. I've done a few. Yeah, I'm doing one at the moment and it's painful. It's taking me so long. But we'll talk about that next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It all helps. It all makes a difference. And I really appreciate you being here and spending time with me, leaving comments. I always enjoy reading them. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, everybody.